wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On first down, Levy, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Hahn. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Oh, what a move. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. To throw, Kaepernick. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they do.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A huge play there for Houston.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hahn. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hahn. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Hahn. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, Kaepernick.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run on first down. Levy. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Hahn. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Back to throw. Hahn. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Throw complete length center to Cooks. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The give is to Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Here's Kaepernick. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Hahn. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. Oh, look at the juke. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He sets up the screen to Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hahn. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to say inside the 35-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They'll go again to Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Second and 16.
Off play action. Hahn. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The extra point up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. To throw on second down. Hahn. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Hahn throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick out to his left. Got a man complete to Miller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw is Kaepernick. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Back to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Hahn. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Houston.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each addition.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now Kaepernick. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
The point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Texans 24.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Back to throw again.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jordan. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan.
62 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground with White. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now Kaepernick. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Kaepernick. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Quick pass out to Miller.
Oh, big hole left side.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. It's complete. It's Miller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, Kaepernick. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking for White on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Kaepernick to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. And that score should be the proverbial icing on the old cake.
What kind of cake?
I go white cake, peanut butter frosting.
I like the way you think. And I think they may celebrate with exactly that cake when this game's over.
I'm going down to the locker room. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, the win gets them back over 500.